to give only what you feel is there and not to lash on tons of emotion, which I think is a very suspicious word. I think, to pump emotion into playing, I think is almost fraudulent, actually. Sándor Végh, he was my teacher, who was a pupil of Hubei, who was a pupil of Joachim. If you want to come away from something, you must push into it. You're not going to lift off a trampoline, are you? You're just standing there. I want to go up in the air. You've got to and then off. So it's a kind of a bounce in there somewhere. Yeah. Végh used to talk about bow reflection, so articulation, consonant and vowel. These were all things not to be afraid to do less as well. When you think of a violinist, anyone thinks of a solo violinist, what do you think of? You think of somebody with their eyes closed and their brows furrowed, playing with a huge vibrato very intensely with a massive emotion. And that's what is often identified with string playing, intensity and drama and passion. But actually, life isn't just that. Life is also fragile, vulnerable, not always beautiful. Another quote of Sándor Végh was that he would say that sometimes the sound was too beautiful to be true. In fact, he would say Hollywood vibrato. So he was definitely quite scathing about lashing on the emotion. The moment I met him and worked with him, I played with him, I had lessons with him from the age of about 16. I was just absolutely turned upside down by all the things that I'd thought were valuable. Suddenly I thought, well, actually there's an awful lot that's dispensable. You mustn't be afraid to let a sound go, to let things decay. I was leading the viola section in the Camerata Academica in Salzburg, so I had an absolute saturation of him. I had him as a conductor, I had him as a teacher, and actually as a friend as well. He was very generous with me because I came very suddenly, without scholarships, without anything. I suddenly left where I had been studying in London, and just moved myself to Salzburg with not a penny. He gave me a job, which of course still didn't pay a huge amount, but he would give me, backhanders? He would slip me money and invite me to his house for lunch quite often. He actually took on a parental role for me as well. I think one has to trust the listener to meet you halfway. You have one look, like a sentence. There is it the subject or the object? I don't know what it is. The point of your phrase where you will say it louder. Yeah. Semiquaver, quadriquaver, semiquaver. It's kind of driven holes in people's heads, hasn't it? How do we do it? What does it mean? Study something we do all the time. But